What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Greenleaf, season 3, episode 8. Dia Abscondita, bitch, some Latin shit. That's what it sounds like. Okay, I ain't. That ain't me. That's some old texture, some old scripts, some whatever. So, basically, this episode was really a lot about Zora and her fucked up issues and stuff like that. But let me just get the small stuff up out the way. Okay, so you got Roberto sending Sophia this little package or whatever. It's like a little scrapbook. It was cute of them pictures and stuff of the good times that they had together. He's trying to make her feel better, trying to make up for a lot of stuff because he sees where she's heading to and he really wasn't there for her. Or he couldn't really you know, get her out the funk that she was in the last time they saw each other. And she stopped at this one picture where they was at Rose College. Now, I guess this was the college that both of them planned on going to, especially when she was so into, wanting to become a pastor, I believe, or, dealing with religion, being religious studies, okay? And it's a Christian college. And so at that point, she comes out, Grace comes stumbling in, and she goes and she tells Grace, listen, I'm not going to Rose College. And she was like, okay. And she was like, I ain't gonna make you do whatever you don't want to do. And it was like, I ain't going to no Christian school. Okay, well, whatever. If you ain't going to no college, Rose College, you going to college. So you gonna make me go to college? I mean, Zora not going to college. She was like, Zora is 18, okay? And she in a bunch of shit as it is. That's not a good example to use at this point. And so, she was like, well, if I do go to college, it's not gonna be a Christian college. She said, fine, you do, excuse me, do what you got to do. At this point in time, Grace is just exhausted from the day that she had. She was helping out Corley. She got her out of jail. They're meeting up with lawyers and stuff. The lawyer I'm pretty sure the lawyer was a public defense lawyer. And he gave me that tease. I probably missed it, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was because of the simple fact that he was just so with the whole thing. Like, he ain't had no patience. He didn't really want to dedicate no time. Bitch, I look at too many How to Get Away with Murders and too many lawyer shows, the reality shows, and the actual fiction shows. And sometimes these public defense lawyers, they do be bogged down in a whole bunch of stuff. But his nonchalant attitude, like, you gonna let me talk, or you gonna continue to speak for me or whatever, so I can get it out of here. I got 12 other cases and people that can actually appreciate my time and all this stuff. Basically, what I need you to do is do the 20. They'll give you 20 for second degree murder, give you 20 years in jail. You probably be out in 15. That's still not long enough to see your kids and all that stuff. Your kids will get visitation rights and all that shit. And I was like, girl, please, I'm not trying to take this deal. Okay, he was just throwing it out there like he didn't care and he wanted to get it done. And that irked me, and that was irking Grace at the same time, too. And so, Rochelle apparently got connections all over the board. She said she had a friend who worked in CPS and she was able to get Coralie able to see her kids and all that stuff. Grace sitting out there because she did come through. She was like, who is this friend? She was like, girl, you really don't trust me, huh? She was like, bitch, who the fuck the friend is, okay? And so, she said she part of Big Sister. So you work with Big Sister too? I was a big sister, right? I got girls, a few girls out here in the world, pulling some favors or whatever, And she said her thing is she's about getting justice for people that are in the low places. You know what I'm saying? And the way that she said it, it kind of spilled her own tea that she was out here trying to get revenge. Because even Grace said, baby, you sound like you want to get revenge. Mind you, earlier that day, because then what the girl named Rochelle gonna say? The DA sound like he might be right about you. I'm just out here trying to get justice. The DA was up in Grace's office, okay, sitting in there, all like he the shit. Basically said, girl, what you need to do is back away from this case, okay? That's what you need to do. I'm warning you because you put this girl on the stand, this girl go to trial, all this stuff. Not only would it be bad for her, it's gonna be bad for you, okay? Because you're not as innocent as you try to make it seem. All right, the whole shit with what happened between you and Matt, it can come out. We could have tried your ass for fucking murder, but we didn't. Okay, I was told not to. Okay, and he did step away from the case because he was gonna go ahead and get Grayson, like I said in the last review, and he pointed that shit out. A whole bunch of details about the case can get out there that never got out there, Grace, about the fact that you went to his house, okay, and that this whole thing ensued, because she kept on saying self-defense. Now that I look at it, bitch, you did go to his house, okay, only because you thought that Sophia was there. He said she wasn't there. You didn't see her there. It wasn't that big of a fucking place, okay. He was in a little apartment, and he told you to get the fuck out. You wouldn't get out, so he was defending his home. So therefore, that's what happened. You know, we just let it slide because Matt was playing with little girls, so we didn't like that shit. So he good riddance. You know what I'm saying? But technically speaking, it was not self defense. Okay, not in the initial beginning. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and it could make it seem as if it was premeditated murder, boo boo. And so she just sat there with a dumb look on her face. You know. And after Coralie heard all that stuff and seen her kids, she said, "No, I have to see my kids. I'm not finna do all this stuff and let all this time go by. I want to fight." And so that's what they're going to do. And just Grace didn't even have time to deal with all the bullshit that was going on at the Greenleaf house. She was dealing with this whole thing, and that exhausted the hell out of her. You got Charity, Charity, when that whole thing was going down with Zora, and she pulled up, she was like, "Is that little boy? Is that little boy?" And she come running down the thing like she finna do something. I said, "Charity, girl, stop it. You ain't on your drugs, so you ain't got that strength yet. Okay, so stop that shit. You not finna do nothing. But Q for effort. You know, you get an A for effort for trying to make it seem like you trying to defend your family and all that stuff. It was cute, but stop playing with yourself." She's at the funeral home comforting this widow. She just lost her husband or whatever, and just telling her everything's going to be okay. You got to get up and you got to keep moving and all this stuff. And Percy comes to her, saying she has a knack for this, and not everybody has that knack for comforting people and can get in tune with other people, and I see that you do. And so therefore, do you want to take over? You should train and all this stuff, because I'm not going to be here long. So she was like, "No, that's not my calling. That's not what I want to do, but thank you," and all this stuff. Now she's getting, Percy was put in her, I feel as though Percy was put in her life at this point where she really needed it, because it's giving her a purpose, giving her a reason to get up out the bed. Besides the fact, I mean, you do got a kid, but besides the fact that she got a kid, she got another purpose and another reason to get up out the bed and to go and to live her life a little bit, to go help others. We gonna see next week that she gonna be in her feelings again, talking about something. How come everybody else found that happiness and I can't? Because you are sitting there wallowing in grief and trying to feel sorry for yourself and trying to make other people feel sorry for you too. You are self-pitying yourself, okay? You don't get nowhere by just sitting there and talking about shit. Talk about it. Go out there, do some actions toward it so that you can go get your shit, okay? Go travel if that's the case that you need to do, okay? Go to this place. Go to that place. Go to another church or whatever. Get the fuck up out there instead of just sitting there wallowing in your own self and your own self-pity, bitch, okay? And go get yourself checked out and see if you got postpartum, okay? Maybe that's what it is too. I'm pretty sure, and I'm so surprised that no one on this show has put that in there, because that's the vibe that she's giving out to me, mixed in with the fact that she's the middle child, that middle child syndrome, that, "Oh, ain't nobody paying attention to me, so let me do something to gain attention" type of shit, spoiled brat type stuff. That's what she's doing, all of that mixed into one. It's getting kind of irritating, Charity, at this point. Moving on from that, this Zora situation. Zora said, "Bitch, I'm 18 years old. Open this gate." Lady May say, "No, girl. Look, you better, Marvin, keep that gate closed, okay? Look, you cannot keep me up in here. You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna jump the gate, okay? Me and mine's just gonna jump the gate." And he was like, she said, "Would you open up the gate?" May said, "Bitch, I wish you would. Keep that gate closed." Now, at this point, she was like, "Girl, you don't love yourself." Everybody telling Zora, "Bitch, you do not love yourself. You are really running to a man who beat your ass, okay? He ain't never really beat her ass, but he put his hands on her, okay? And when I say beat her ass, and I mean beat her ass where she's so fucked up, she coming up off the floor, she can barely walk and all that stuff. That's the type of ass beating that she probably needs to get, it through her mind that this ain't the dude for you, okay? Everybody's telling you the same damn thing. I'm pretty sure you done seen cases of women and men who have been in domestic dispute and know the routine and all this stuff. And she probably was one of those people that said, bitch, I will never ever let a motherfucker put their hands on me. I could never understand a person that'll be in a relationship to somebody do that. And now look at what she's doing, okay? Because you're 18 and you think you're grown and all that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Technically speaking, you are legal in the terms of what society and the Constitution and shit like that say. Yes, when 18, you are technically an adult, but you still are very much young-minded because you just turned 18 and you was just a child, quote unquote, or a teenager, quote unquote, you know, that minute before you turn 18, okay? You still immature as fuck. You're not a grown person. You're not fully developed as an adult yet, okay? You're not able to make these decisions yet. I don't care what nobody say. And it's still, even with that being said, it's still people out here 20 plus years old, 30 plus years old, 40, 50, 60 that are in fucked up relationships just like this, making stupid decisions. So, you know, age ain't nothing but a goddamn number in this case. And Zora, baby, you got people around you that are out here trying to help your ass, and you just not trying to hear it because you got a little taste of freedom because you 18 and you think that you can do whatever you want to. That ain't how the world works, boo-boo. You gonna fuck around and get yourself killed, okay? She wasn't trying to get out. I put that message out there for somebody that needed to hear, okay? Because I'm pretty sure somebody going through some shit like this or know somebody and they need to hear this message, bitch. Okay, get yourself out this shit and listen to motherfuckers, okay? Not your abuser, but people around you who trying to help you, okay? Clear that shit up. Then at this point, the gate had to be open because here comes Carissa and Jacob. Jacob and then they looking like, what the fuck is going on? She was like, I'm finna go. And May was like, you could have told me that y'all was finna come pick her up. It was like, bitch, we just decided this. Dora was like, no, I'm not finna go with them. I'm going with my boo. He pulls up right on time. I said, godly. They was like, girl, this little nigga finna come. Jacob get pissed off right off the bat. Now, at this point, I understand that they're saying that Jacob's, you know, his attitude and his anger or whatever is doing too much and it's going to make the situation worse. But how do you expect him to react? I would be upset if my daddy didn't react like that. If somebody in my, you know, the man in my life that raised me or whoever it is, an uncle or whatever who I'm close to or a grandfather, whatever. Let me just tell you something. My grandfather threatened to put a pipe through somebody's chest who came through our yard, you know. Who was fucking around with my cousin. They was dating or whatever. And he was like, he called him up in the yard sneaking in and he said, I put this pipe through your chest. You know, you know, now you picture that. My granddad would have went all the fuck off. Okay, so listen, I understand that you know, Carissa trying to say, calm down, cause then here come Isaiah like this. Yep, I'm live. I'm live. Which technically speaking, if you looked at the camera, he was not live. He was just recording. Okay, he wasn't live. And then Jacob said, okay, you know what? He was like, what you gonna do, old man? With your fat ass, what you gonna do? You gonna hit me and all this stuff? You gonna hit me? He was like, oh no, I ain't finna beat your ass now. But since you live or whatever, let me tell you to all the girls and all his fans, whatever out there, this little motherfucker be hitting girls, okay? He hit girls, okay? And I should beat his ass too again like I did last time. And he was recording. I said, bitch, I know how iPhone works and I know how IG Live look and I know how Facebook Live look, bitch. And I know how YouTube Live look, okay? Ain't nobody commenting, okay? I said, he is on camera mode video, okay? He ain't record shit. He ain't post nothing or whatever. Because first of all, he knew better. Isaiah ain't as stupid as he looked. He said he was live to make it, you know, put some fear in the parents' heart, like you gotta watch what the fuck you say. And he only recorded this because he knew that the parents was probably gonna say some shit that was gonna make him look bad. So he ain't finna post that shit. So that's why he lied and said he didn't. It was live. Girl, I know the game. Okay, I figured this shit out. You know, kids. They think they done a lot of stuff and they new at it. No, bitch, it's been here. Okay, and so. It was like, just let him go, let him go, let him go. You know, Carissa trying to talk to him or whatever, telling May to kind of fuck down, and she getting up in her feelings, talking about something. I told you was being too strict on her. Let it go, May. I said, girl, Carissa, if you don't get the fuck up out of here with this shit, you know, and they was irritating me talking about Jacob was just doing too much. I get it. He can make the situation worse, but I'm proud of him because he reacted like any other father would. That is his baby girl, his one and only baby girl. I'm supposed to be just okay with this man that I know this boy is putting his hands on my girl and on my daughter and And I'm supposed to just be calm, cool, and collected with it? Hell no. Hell no. But I get it. But I get it. You don't want to heighten up the situation. But still, it's a natural fucking reaction. And so they in the house trying to call. Carissa called the parents, and you know, also because they had the last incident when Jacob killed him, when Jacob punched him. I guess the parents got involved and was concerned to press charges, but they didn't or whatever. So they didn't want nothing else to happen. That's why Carissa was really trying to calm Jacob down and didn't want his anger to get involved in that part. Okay, I was like, okay, I give you that. So then they was at the house and Carissa get off the phone with the parents. They was like, they don't even know where Isaiah at, and they'll let them know. At this point, Carissa was like, bitch, I don't trust them hoes. I'm going to go to the house anyway. And Meg was like, they just said that they don't know where I'm at. Girl, shut up, okay? Let me handle this. I told you once before that you was doing too much. You was being too strict, okay? You going to tell me what I need to do with my daughter, all right? I'm not about to let my daughter be out here like Faith. I said, bitch, you crossed the line, okay? Them fighting words right there. Meg was like, why would you say such a thing? I was like, girl, you better act. Y'all better act up in this shit, bitch. I was just like, I felt that. Because even I went, oh, goddamn, Carissa. You throwing out artillery weapons that are above my pay grade. Okay? This just a lot, you know? And next thing you know, we see them in a car together. And she did apologize for saying what she said. And she was just like, I was just mad. I'm still mad now, but the situation just got everybody heightened. And then we see that nobody is at Jacob's parents, Isaiah's parents' house, okay? But then later on, we see Isaiah and Zora pull up, and Carissa told May to stay in the car. Let me just go over there and talk to her. And she tried to talk to her. She tried to reason with her, and it wasn't really working. And I think it got to her because when Zora heard those words, what her mama was saying, I'm telling you now, you have the opportunity to get out this car and to come with me right now. If you don't, this is it. There's no more coming back. There's no more me trying to help or anything. This is just it. You're going to be out on your own. And she was like, well, fine. I'll figure shit out myself. And she had tears coming down her eyes when her mama left. She knew what it was. She knew what her mama was saying was all making sense. And she was just being stubborn at this point. And did you notice when she came to the door, the car door, the mother, Carissa, she was like, he gonna be mad when he find out that you out here or something like that. Spoken like a true person of abuse. She already scared of him. Okay? She mad at she probably scared about what he probably gonna do. If he was to find Carissa out there, he probably would have beat her ass. Okay? Beat her ass once they left. You know what I'm saying? And what's so fucked up about this, there's really nothing that he can do because once again, Zora is technically an adult because she's turned 18. And so at this point, Jacob goes to the office because you got Tasha texting him, can we talk? And that text message just sounded just like her when I read it in her voice. Jacob, can we talk? So he goes to the office and she just all up in her feelings and shit. Feelings. I said, no, girl, we ain't about to be booed up in this bitch, okay? We ain't about to do that shit. We ain't about to do that. And basically, he upset over Zora. So he kind of take it out on her a little bit and telling her, bitch, it ain't nothing, okay? What you think? She was like, I just want to talk to you and I missed you. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bitch, hold up. You a married woman. I'm a married man. My girl gone. My little daughter gone and shit like that. Bitch, we ain't finna do this, okay? We not finna do this. What is going on? I said, Tasha. She kind of got in her feelings a little bit when she was getting rejected. I said, you forgot that you still married technically. You don't probably know where Basie at, but you still in communication with him, okay? And I said, girl, you better go somewhere. And then next thing you know, he come back. And what interrupted him was the fact that the daddy came in there. Bishop came in there. And he was trying to ask about Zora and all this stuff, and he wanted to help, and he wanted Jacob to call Skip and call the police and do this, and he was like, Daddy, you just gonna make it worse. He was like, no, bitch, you gonna make it worse. That temper of yours, you need to pray to God about that. I said, girl, oh, it was just a lot. I said, so now we gonna be upset and just blame his temper on everything. Girl, no. Okay. And Tasha finna leave because her feelings is involved and all this shit. Ain't nobody tell you to do all that, Tasha. Ain't nobody tell you to do all that. That's your fault, okay? And then Pastor, you know, he upset with May because ain't nobody tell him what was going on. He had to find out through the grapevine that Zora left. And May had to put his ass together. And then he was like, you know what? All you had to do is to just wait and let us figure this shit out. We could have been figuring this out together. We could have still been together, but no, you had to put this divorce out there. Okay, now we all fucked up. And he was like basically kind of somewhat blaming her for the reason why don't nobody look at him with respect anymore. She was like, bitch, that's your fault. That's your fault. Okay? You know, get your shit together at this point. You know, and I can't wait till next week come up and Grace tell him you need to take your money from this bitch. And then he gonna crumble like a little punk to her and say, I'm sorry, Rochelle. I never do anything to doubt you again. Girl, what? Why don't you just go ahead and fuck at this point, Bishop? Because you being stupid. You being stupid. Why don't you get the pussy so you can act stupid with it? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, after that, Carissa is at the house, you know, like I said, Tasha leaving. And she was like, I'm sorry. Sorry for everything. Okay? He was like, what? She was like, for everything. I said, girl, get the fuck up out of here. It's going to all come out in the washing real soon. So Carissa's sitting there looking at some scrapbooks, the picture books of Zora. She was like, our baby is gone. And he tried to comfort her, but she ain't want to touch. She ain't want nobody touching her. Okay? And I just can imagine how that feels. I never have to go through that because, no, I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet. But this was a good episode of Greenleaf. Zora just put us through one. Sophia, girl, whatever. Charity, double whatever. Grace, girl, are you really in for the ride for this? Okay. And Miss Zora, when he really started beating your ass, okay, you gonna be like, everybody was right. Yes. Okay. But that was Greenleaf. If I missed something, put it down in the comments, and I will see you guys later. Peace.